a decision, given that the way you may think about something, then say nothing, do nothing, and then whinge for the next 3 or 4 years. So I am very pleased to be here today. And just carrying on from what Elaine said, I did see a few eyes go up when she said that this was not a forum for councillor candidates. If all 32 candidates for the Cairns City election, councillor candidates, turned up, we would probably be here till 5 o'clock. This is a lunchtime forum. I've seen them run very efficiently, and people have been able to leave shortly after 1:30. And I know parking is a matter of interest to a lot of people. But the responses that have come through are on the pin board, the blue pin board, and they will be posted, as she said, on CAFNEC's website. I'd like to introduce the candidates, and I'll start at my extreme right. Selwyn Johnston, who is standing as an independent candidate. Al Shear, who is leading the Cairns First Party. Terry James, who is representing the Mayor, and I think CAFNEC did know some time ago that Councillor Terry James, the Deputy Mayor, would be the person here today. CAFNEC did not receive a response from the fourth mayoral candidate, Peter Sandercock, but if he does turn up, we'll allow him some time to speak. As was suggested, this is a forum, a theme based around ecological sustainability. Now, you will be asked to write down questions, but bear in mind what it's all about. It's not necessarily about councillor salaries, which I know has been raised at the forums that I've been to. This is about sustainability. So do try to keep your questions short. Have come back to the surface and never quite seem to have been resolved. In asking the questions today, I'm going to start with Selwyn Johnston. I will then ask Al Shear to go first with the answer to the second question, and Terry James go first with the answer to the third question, or vice versa. But without further ado, we'll move to the first question, and I'd ask Selwyn Johnston to take his up to 3 minutes to respond. The question was, define ecological sustainability and discuss your vision for achieving it within your district in the next 20 years. Selwyn, may I say your time starts now.
Thank you very much, Pat, and thank you to Captain for the invitation, and thank you all for coming out on this beautiful Cairns day. Ecological sustainability means the maintenance of our existing biodiversity into our foreseeable future. Over time, Mother Earth has made several significant changes, and the biodiversity has changed in a macro way accordingly. No doubt that process will continue and is evident today with climate change. What we really mean by economic sustainability is to balance our activities and design our human intrusion in such a way that we are sensitive and sympathetic to the biodiversity of our environment. In my view, this includes life-issue matters such as noise, water pollution and air quality. In actual fact, the economic sustainability that we can maintain and afford, and heritage also for that matter, is a direct result of the practical decisions we make to balance those matters, which collectively operate in our society to make it a viable, livable and excellent society. We are blessed here in far north Queensland with a magnificent and enjoyable biodiversity which encompasses the reef, the rainforest and the wildlife, both macro and micro, that goes with it. We also have to recognise that the Cairns Regional Council area survives on its biodiversity, and biodiversity is an integral part of our well-being, our character and our future. There's not much tourism in the middle of Australia's Simpson Desert, and as the tourism is a major factor in our regional economy, there is no tourist operator to my knowledge who is not acutely aware of this. One of the more satisfying aspects of the guardianship of our ecology has been the growing awareness of the need for healthy rivers and streams. Given the rainfall we generally receive in this area, erosion and stream health are major factors in our continued and most enjoyable lifestyle. Thank you very much.
it has been suggested to me that perhaps there is a flow onto all these questions, and I'll just ask Selwyn, would you be happy to answer questions 2 and 3 consecutively?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
This is a 2-minute, maximum 2-minute answer. To achieve the vision that you've just outlined, what key elements would you initiate in the next term of office should you be elected?
Thank you. The greatest protection we can achieve for all aspects of our ecology, development, progress, and all other aspects of the maintenance for our healthy society is obviously openness, which goes back to the original definition of democracy, government by the people, of the people, and for the people. Obviously, we have moved a long way away from these ideals, with almost invariably the public being kept in the dark, decisions being made behind closed doors, and decisions delivered as fait accompli. The next factor is balance, combined with a sense of reality. If we are going to set aside areas for biodiversity protection, it's better to have a connectivity between the areas where it is possible than to have a series of secluded areas that over time lose their uniqueness. The third aspect is to have the community behind the actions of its local government, and this comes from cooperation and consensus. No government holds all the wisdom, and the same goes for the individual residents and representatives. Together, however, the situation can be optimised. In any aspect of life, we get a lot further with enthusiasm and positive involvement and understanding rather than using the sledgehammer approach. This will be my leadership style, and I will work tirelessly to maintain our diverse regions' individuality and character. Thank you.
And the third question, for which you have a maximum of 1 minute, Selwyn, what is the most significant challenge you might anticipate in achieving this vision, and how do you plan to overcome it?
Thank you. I consider the most significant problems will derive from the fact that the new regional council, despite the fact it is a new entity, will inherit a legacy, much of which will have resulted from less than optimal or poor or irreversible decisions which were made in the past. It will, of course, require some positive and desirable decisions, not only in the Cairns ecological area, but also in the pristine World Heritage listed areas of the former Port Douglas. While the Cairns Regional Council will be an entity in its own right, there are 2 further levels of government superimposed on the new Regional Council. All of these administrations will be bound by decisions of various courts, and a major challenge will be to make the public feel that they are not being over-governed. A new, community-driven Cairns Regional Council under my stewardship will work cooperatively with all regional communities and individual residents, in addition to both state and federal government, in an endeavour to achieve the best outcomes for the entire regional council area and thus maintain our identity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
When we come to questions from yours truly and from the floor, Selwyn, we will endeavour to fire some of those at you last. But let's move to the centre now.